Hello guys, and welcome to episode 34 of my Yash campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Soviet side. Previously, we made a push with the 86th Rifle Regiment into the front line of the Romanian troops. Unfortunately, we took a lot of damage in that push, so I expect that's going to lead to an interesting defense in the next turn. But we still have a lot to do, so let's continue to look across the front line here. We're going to break down this pocket. We've also got to push towards Yash. And pushing towards Yash is going to be pretty difficult because there are a lot of units nearby that do have fortifications now. So it looks like we might have to play a breakthrough attack against fortifications this time around. But first things first, we've got to find places to attack. Now, I don't want this unit to dig in, so I might attack the regiment group 178 here. We need to be a little bit worried about what these Stugas are going to do, but we do have the tanks over here ready to go if we need them. I think my best bet would be to potentially attack the artillery, or maybe one further over, and then that might pull in these Stugs early, and then we can attack something else nearby them later on. So if we go from left to right still, I reckon we can probably make an attack onto this artillery unit. They're not really going to have any infantry to back them up in phase A, only the Stugs in phase B. So let's go ahead and do this. I will make sure to just bring in these three, I think. Let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. Yeah, okay, they're good. They're going to be bringing in the Stugs to this one. Now, if I don't win this too quickly, what I could potentially do is disorganize the Stugs, but it's going to be quite difficult. They are going to have some form of infantry due to the 6th Army Corps joining the battle. I do have also a reliance on the airborne troops, which is a lot of Maxims. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but still not great. Alright, let's have a look. It's going to be a pretty standard push. We can deploy these maybe without transports, but probably best not to. Let's just bring these up like so. We can do the same here. Again, going to change the options. Okay, that should be fine up on the hill. Probably need a few here, just in case. Definitely some in there. Probably bring in more, actually. If I bring in just Maxims, we can actually tear things down pretty well at a distance. I just don't have too much that can push in at close range. The nice thing about these Disarm Maxims is they all come in at 2-star veterancy. So they're actually pretty damage resistant at range. That's a lot of it done already. We might be able to go much further up than that, honestly. But we can bring in like Sapari, and I'm probably going to do Sapari into the town. Sapari would be pretty good for pushing in there. Could probably do it here as well. Have one unit on the right. Then a couple units on the left. Sapari, these guys are important because if I give them veterancy, they'll do a lot of damage with their SVTs. Much more than the Maxims will. Okay, I'm going to launch the battle here. Maybe a little bit premature, but I'm going to use this last 6 points for mortars. We get a couple 2-star mortars. These are the airborne mortars as well with radios, so that's going to be pretty handy. They are going to have a lot of artillery, but be okay. Alright, let's just unload all of these. And we'll just make a push towards the town. Ooh, okay. Well, that's a good spot. Unfortunately, we don't have smoke on the Sapele Kamrati. Otherwise, I would be able to get those Sapele closer. Spread these out. Have these move up as well. I'm going to bring in a disarm Razvedka on each of these fronts so that we can provide radios for my mortars. That will make these mortars very strong indeed. Oh, this Infanterist coming under fire from, what is that, 8 Maxims? I'll get pinned down pretty quick, if not killed. Unfortunately, Infanterist, they do have this machine gun, which is pretty lethal. Big old artillery rounds coming in though isn't helping very much. I guess the other nice thing about the Disarm Razvedka is it does provide us with recon, so we can actually see targets ahead of us. There's a Morsa, 210mm Morsa, that's the unit we attacked. I could probably bring in the Ziz 3 maybe into the open, but I don't think that's a good idea. Let's bring in some Desarm Niki, because I don't think we're going to use them much otherwise. We'll just have them rush up and unload near those. Could certainly help out here with some mortar fire. Gotta keep these moving. The Sapere, they can get into cover. I don't want to lose them unnecessarily. Pretty important that they stay alive, actually. Ooh, direct hit there. I'm going to bring in a couple 122mm mortars or artillery pieces up onto this hill so we can direct fire this infantry. Although here, probably better if we just unload it further back. Okay, lost the disarm Maxim over here. These are going to hurt quite a bit. Unfortunately, those Kalari are doing a number on us. Oh, the counter battery coming in there from the 210mm. That's not very fun. I don't know if we're going to be able to engage. Probably not quite the right line of sight there. One of these disarm Maxims in the open got killed. Okay. Making some ground there. Just gotta go for the sort of victory. Minor defeat in 7 minutes. Gotta unload next to this unit. Okay. Yeah, we're going to want to make sure that the other units come in. But I've also got to be ready to capture these other objectives. There's going to be 16, 17 on this right hand side. Then we're just going to want the 18th flag. And that'll be then victory from that point onwards. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab a bunch of Thessaloniki DT, and we're going to prepare to capture this flag and then hold just as we go into phase B. Okay, I think those missiles are dead. These ones probably are too, honestly. Okay, that's another flag. Got a Krutze. I can definitely take them out. Oh, okay. We can actually push the 18s now, and that's going to be a major feat in 5 minutes. That's good. Keep these pushing up. Unfortunately, this is not too good for us. I can probably continue to mortar, but yeah, this engagement's kind of tough. We got 19 flags. Oh, we don't need 19 flags. We do not want 19 flags. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. I do not want 19 flags right now. Okay. Back to 18 flags, good. Not 17 flags. We want enough flags. We get into phase B. Let's bring in some units here. Can hold the ground. Okay. One minute. We got to time this perfectly, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pain. "40 seconds left. Gotta hold off on these boys." Okay, the Krutze is gonna unload probably one of them. It's fine. Okay. I can go for 19 flags now, that will just end it sooner. So let's just drive up onto that. These artillery pieces are doing a lot of damage, but I think mine are helping out quite a bit as well. But the 122s are doing well. Here we go. 30 seconds, and then we win. Put these out. Those fall back. 20 seconds left. That's going to call in the assault gun brigade. I think we're good. There we go. Maybe could have gone for a total victory, but that would have been a bit of a stretch. 10 minutes, 37 seconds, major victory. Is very, very good indeed. Probably wouldn't have destroyed the unit we attacked, but certainly disorganized the Stugs. which is actually going to leave them next to the tanks there as well. I'm going to use the tank unit to destroy them. We could do. Is there any units that can reinforce? There is not. Okay. This unit's very isolated. It's a real shame that actually we don't have anything to back that up. I should probably move this. I guess it doesn't really matter if they're behind enemy line for one turn. That doesn't make much of a difference. I could just bombard this unit, but then it would still get dug in. I think my best bet here is to just attack it. Maybe we could bombard the artillery here, so that that can't reinforce. And maybe we could attack this one as well. Although I'd rather hit this unit with the bombard action. So let's bombard with this one. Bombard this one. Surely that's in range. Come on. Okay, there we go. And now we attack them. Oh, there's another unit here. Really? I mean, it's not too bad. If we destroy this unit now or attack it, this unit's not going to be attacked next turn. This one might be by one of these two. We can wipe out this unit. Probably best to make this attack first. So let's see what we're going to do about this. I do have a couple of Pack 40s we're going to have to watch out for. But what would we be attacking with? So 458th Rifle Regiment, 281st Guards Rifles. I can only attack this with these two. And it will probably be... I guess actually the Engineer Sapper Brigade moving in there isn't a terrible idea, because they're pretty vulnerable in that position. There's not much backup. So I might actually do this. Yeah, that's better. Because it pushes the artillery in front of the infantry, which stops them from making those attacks without moving the artillery back first. So that's really good. Also, my tanks can probably attack this bombarded unit now. Probably didn't need to bombard it if we were going to attack it, but that's okay. Yeah, that's going to be a good attack actually, because that's going to pull in any number of these units, which is going to be great because we're going to have that tank support at our back. First of all, yeah, we need to do this one. So I'm going to bring in the 3rd Guards Airborne Division HQ and then these two units in Phase A. They are going to have extra units themselves in Phase A, but should be okay. Let's jump on in. Okay, here we are. So I'm not sure how many mortars I'm going to want here, because they do have an artillery unit, but using a mortar is going to be pretty important. Actually, they didn't bring in the artillery to back it up, so yeah, we could probably mortar the crap out of them. Let's just set up mortars from the start in the usual places. And those can all just fire well. We do also have mortars available here. It can also fire it well. I use up a lot of points, blimey. I don't think we can have that many. As long as we got units that can initially push, then we should be okay. Probably going to bring in an AT gun. I can shoot any Hotchkiss trucks that show up. Same deal up here. Probably put one over here as well. And maybe one over here. Yeah, that one's kind of pointless. This never ends up turning into a fight, so let's just do Gavardia and our leader here. Push up into that. I'm going to have Gavardia DP move into here. Gavardia DP to move into here. And Gavardia DP on the right. Alright, let's launch. Put these on fire at well. Every tick we're just bringing loads of infantry. I'm also going to have to get supply for the mortars eventually. Let's see how we do. I haven't really done like a mass mortar strategy like this, but after losing out with the fighters in the other battle in the previous episode, I think trying to do a strategy like this might be worth getting used to. They aren't going to have many troops on the ground, but it could still turn into an absolute grinder. Move these mortars forwards. Like that's the 82mm mortars, we'll just move them up. These are German troops, so they're not going to be as strong as the Romanian troops. The Romanian troops are generally a lot more scary. I'm going to bring in an OB for that right-hand side. We're going to bring a Maxim here as well. Going to need some infantry for the centre, so we'll bring in a couple Gavardia, a couple Maxims. This unit's kind of in trouble. MG42s are still a problem. Thankfully the 120s should be able to hit that. Goodbye, Commandant. Absolutely wrecked. Get the Gavardia forwards. Maxims into the trees there, that's good. This isn't a good engagement for my Gavardia, but if I move all of these across, we should be able to do something about that. Let's bring in more Gavardia here. I'm going to have to make a pretty significant push through the center of the town. Big kills coming in from the AT gun. Gonna really need plenty of reinforcements before they even arrive. Nice, that was 3 units of infantry. That's big, that's big. Very big. Alright, let's move the Gavardia further over to the right. We'll get the even more Gavardia into the town. That's probably just gonna be like a leader, I suppose. My grenadier got smacked by those. That's actually a Panzerschreck. That one still died. Unfortunate. Probably a good idea to get some snipers in, honestly, if I have them. Because the Germans don't deal well with snipers. The Romanians have loads of snipers and big squads of snipers as well, so that kind of becomes a little bit of a problem. But in this case, our snipers will win out. Germans don't really have many. They're asleep. Let's get some supply in. These mortars. I'm also going to want to bring in some Z3s or maybe just OBs to cover the open. Let's get some more into push the left. Got those snipers in there. Get more snipers out in the open, I think. Good idea. The 82mm mortars would actually be really nice with the firewall because they have a much smaller spread. So hopefully they'll be a bit more effective at pinning things down, although in that case, kind of missing every hit. Getting close here with the guards. Load another sniper in the open just to take out the Afkladder. Okay, good. We're getting some good pins there. We're currently 11 to 13. We've got plenty of time to make this a victory. Just gotta capture all the flags at once, really, if I can. Go from there. And the Cavalier squad dead. Unfortunate. Looks like that's getting the better of us there. Almost there. Just need these units to come up and capture these flags. Nice and quick. Then we're sorted. Just selecting anything and everything that can push. The range on these, I might have to move it forwards a bit more. Same deal here. The mortars at the back should be okay. We've got pretty much map wide range. Do I have any more snipers? I do. Gotta make sure I kill off those ersatz. It's kind of frustrating that they have these ersatz in position. just gonna unload that Maxim. Hopefully it can help out. Keep these pushing forwards. I'm gonna have a few of these Strelki just try and zoom past and capture that flag. We should capture the one on the right pretty soon. Probably make another push for this. Let's just keep going. If they end up unloading people, then it's fine by me. Major victory is necessary. Total victory is good, although total victory is going to be pretty hard because they are very spread out at the moment. I'm trying to get these snipers in just so that I can pick off the units faster and a bit more lethality on the front line. I don't think it's really going to make too much of a difference in the long run. It's 19. Okay. I don't think like where the best place to get these flags would be. Like one more flag that we need, and it's between these three on the right. And one on the left, so I think a bit too far. 40 seconds. I can maybe get a Gavardi up here. I think that right one's going to be covered. This is going to be tough to hold on to, for sure. I'm going to have to just run this unit over here. Make sure we hold the cap. This unit definitely needs to unload. This unit, yeah, I can't push past either. Oh, maybe. No, 6 seconds. This is a real tough map to get the total victory on because the flags are so far back, and on a breakthrough attack, you just don't have time to get there. And I think we did that pretty fast. Like I've had you guys say in the comments that I should probably slow down a bit on the breakthrough game mode, and then wait and build up forces and then push forwards in like one big go, so that I take loads of flags like that way. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be tough like that towards the closer you get to the enemy spawn, because they're just going to keep unloading units earlier and earlier, and it's going to create that kind of defense that's really, really irritating to grind through. But we did only lose 7 units there, so that was pretty solid attack. So happy with that. Is that going to destroy them? Yeah, it is. Nice. Yeah, it wasn't even total victory. Fantastic. Alright, I can definitely move forward with these just to push them into friendly lines in case later on I can move forwards. Okay. Guess we're attacking this unit. Maybe I could attack maybe one of these other units instead. No, that's the only one I can attack with these guys. So I'm going to have the tanks go first. We're going to have the Gavardia follow up. Going to be a big attack. We're going to need all the people we can get, honestly. I think I can't afford to bring in any artillery. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it like this. Because they're going to have at least the 102nd Mountain Battalion, which will have una Torre de Monte, which is pretty rough to deal with. They're also going to have the 4th Army Corps. Gendarmi, Ruktrutsi, loads of Kalari. Thankfully no fortifications, but yeah, we'll tactical battle. We'll jump on in. Yeah, they brought in both of those units. The 4th Army Corps HQ and the Unitore de Monte. Okay, so it is not a breakthrough attack, so that's something. That actually makes this potentially a lot easier. Especially in the open. Okay, so we're going to want tanks, of course. Tanks. Could probably bring in a leader tank with them as well. It's good for that side. Definitely going to want a tank probably here to just kind of hold that. These are weaker tanks, right? We want the 1942 variants. I'm going to have a couple move to that right-hand side. We're going to want one to go into the town, but not like directly into the town, but over here. Then I guess we could have another one over here. Bit risky, but you're right. Then we're going to need units of Gvardia with a leader to push up. And we need units of Gvardia here. And I think I might put Gvardia DP into the town. On the left side, we don't really need anything crazy just yet. So I'm going to launch it as is. We'll just bring in infantry to back up these tanks as we go on. I should have probably brought in some recon for the tanks. But here we go. A line of T-34s underway. Alright. They are going to have a lot of forces. That's one thing they're definitely going to have. But all of these tanks are going to actually be pretty damn good because they're going to snipe a lot of transports at the start and things like this Hotchkiss. Okay, that's the Lunatist. I need to make sure that I smoke myself from that. Okay, that's fine. Can unload these. And they should be able to kill that. Oh, they do have the Venatore, the Kale. Let's bring in some snipers. If I have any. Rezvidka will do. I'll bring in a Rezvidka on the left for these tanks. Because the Venatore are going to kill us otherwise. Okay. Push these up there. Hopefully I can hit that transport. I could bring Kanaya Rezvidka into the town. I might as well bring in some Chernos there as well. I'm going to bring one of these back. Bring in some more units here. Bring in NKVD with those. Good. T-34 covering the infantry here is perfect. Up here, that's a bit of a problem having the Venatore. There, I'm going to just smoke these guys off. We're going to tell these fall back. My Gvardia died in the church tower. Okay. Instead, what we'll do is we'll drive up on the far left there. Far right, that is. With some Chernos to back them up. Okay, gotta be a bit careful. There's quite a lot of infantry there. Damn. Alright, we'll bring in more tanks then. I'm going to need a couple more of these. These are all going to fall back. Need more tank cover across the river. Got the Venatore there. It's good. Something shooting my unit. No idea what it is. Got the recon here, so hopefully that will spot it. Some more tanks to cover the river push. Gonna get to the point where these are running out of ammunition, I reckon. Okay. Push up. With the T-34 on this side, we should be able to give cover. That's good, very good. My Razvitka here are gonna have to chill out a little bit. I feel like there might be like a Venatore de Cari here. It'd suck. Barney went down. It's not good. There's more infantry in here. Let's move the Kanaya Razvitka over to cover the tank. These Razvitka can move up. Good. The low health Guardia can stay back. Let's get the leader into the town though. Only 15 to 9. I'm just bringing that whole unit there. Lovely. Well, again, these Razvitka, they need a chill. Those Razvitka can stay and engage, but these ones need to do a runner. And these should probably just come closer. Ooh, something shooting that and has penetrated it already. Can I get smoke for that? I wonder. Probably gonna be like a Redder? Maybe? Sure. By the way, time to counter push here. That's gonna have to stay back on that right hand side. Let's bring in some more tanks for that push. Okay, time to get some tanks up on the hill. Captured that flag on the left hand side. Good. Need some more Guardia for the town. And Cherno's going down. Be able to take out both of those. T-34 did die. Oh, that was going to be the pack hitting us there. That's not good. Okay. Not sure if my go will win there. I'm a little worried that I'm kind of running low on infantry to push with. Not sure. I guess I can just brute force my way through this area with a few tanks. Two to two there. Ah, the Rezutica died. Not good. Not good. I do have some sappery. Okay, we can bring those in. Those can push up onto the hill here. Only 11 minutes left. Still need to take care of the AT gun here. Pretty important. Okay. Let's have the Kanaya try and push across a little bit. Ouch. Venatore there, doing a lot of damage. Let's bring in a tank here. Honestly, I could probably just drive a tank up onto this hill, but a little bit worried. I think the AT gun was in here. If I can get tanks actually into that open ground area just here, that should cover the road. Why did I bring in supply trucks? I guess it might be useful anyway, but it's a bit random. That T-34 is way too close for comfort. Well, the Pac-38 actually got the kill. Oh, these do have less ammo. These are T-34 1943, so we might actually lose all of those. That was a mistake. If they were the ones with 90 frontal armor, then we might be okay, but unfortunately they are not. Currently 18 to 6. Losing those T-34s really hurt, but not much I could do about it at that point. Actually don't have any machine gun ammo left. Bit awkward. Like on the T-34, that is. Renault's died on the right hand side. That's not the end of the world. This T-34 can't move too far one way or the other, or it's going to die. Got a few HE shells, probably take out that artillery piece. I'm looking for a total victory here. "20 flags. Let's get T-34s to move up on the hill now. We have 70 points, we're just going to spam them in. These are out of ammunition. That one's not really firing at anything. This one can move forwards a little bit, but there was an AT gun over here. Gotta be a bit careful about that. I'm gonna have the T-34 just like move up onto that point. The AT gun's here somewhere. I did lose a T-34 1942. Got a minute to capture this. Ah, the side shot. It's pretty tragic. I still have this unit that can come around. Maybe we'll get there in time. 50 seconds remaining. We got all of these units coming up the road, but could maybe go for this flag. These ones could maybe go for that flag. Let's just kill this next to us. Okay, we captured this flag. Oh, whew. Oh no! Oh no, last minute. Last second, it changed back. Oh no. Oh, that could have been a total victory. Oh, come on. Oh. Wow. And total victory would have destroyed that. We might destroy them anyway. Okay, we destroyed them anyway. Ugh. Thank God for that. Okay. Now what? I guess we'll figure it out next time around, because unfortunately it's been my time. Gonna leave it here. We'll make more attacks towards Yash. We're gonna move up some units to help defend the T-34s, but they can't really be counterattacked very hard anyway, so that should be alright. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.